my gosh. What am I doing here? It's Thursday night. I'm bored because I have no Twitter. – 7 p.m. EST. Here we go. We're gonna Thursday night. I put up a Zoom link. If you want to get in, you guys are so brave on social media. Click the Zoom link. Well, that doesn't suck at all. What a week. Trump's on right now. Where is he? I'll switch over to CNN later and let you see it. Jim Fannon is down, but apparently I am still able to broadcast through Periscope. Isn't that? Well, it's good to know. It's better than being shut down completely. So Jim Fannon is down till Wednesday, a day after the election. I think it's rigged. It's set up. I got punted from, I'm in the penalty box for this. Billy Balls de Blasio, the mayor of New York City. New York Shitty is more like it. You believe I don't even have this stuff written down? I just came out with that, but I'm not good. Mayor Bill de Blasio of New York Shitty. I guess someone, a supporter, I can't believe that the New York City mayor took the time to report this. I thought it was cute. So what's next? If I wish someone stubs their toe or gets a hangnail? Or bangs their thumb with a hammer, then that's going to be strike for me, or strike 3 for me. I'll be gone from Twitter. Oh, yeah, I put up a Zoom link. So I haven't checked it. If it's in the description, and you click it, you'll be live if I admit you. So if you're so brave and you want to talk shit like you do on social media behind your keyboard, I come out here all the time. I mean, I take your calls, but this is about the only way I can take your calls. So I am hanging out in the Zoom room as we speak. And if you click the link, and what happened? Oh, there you are. Oh, what's going on now? Oh, sugar. Yeah, here we go. This is what it looks like. I've been screwing around today. Damian Reed, thank you so much. You invited me to come on to your live Zoom call, and that's actually what gave me the idea to do this. Why am I not centered? I'm so unprepared. And I got sidetracked with a virtual camera. I don't know why. I was doing something and I went down a rabbit hole and I lost the whole day. Well, not the whole day, but the morning. I don't know, oh my gosh, there's my girl. Hang on. What is it about this girl's face? She's got the weirdest looking. See how her mouth is shaped like the Joker? It kind of goes up. Like it's squirrel for me. I just go, squirrel. Caitlin. She's boyish and she's not really that attractive, but I think I'm in love with her. And she's a CNN reporter. It's bad. Oh, look. I mean, she's not ugly. Oh, man, they switched over. I want full screen. Her mouth goes kind of straight across the bottom and then up in the corners. And it is the most, I am a sucker for a uniquely shaped mouth for whatever reason. Caitlin? Call me. See the way they go up? See? Give her a full screen shot. Anyways, this is kind of what you'll get tonight, just like normal cab ride around. But if you're brave, you know who you are. Click the Zoom link because it doesn't matter. I'm running a camera. You want to come on? I'm going to play some clips. I'm not playing any music, obviously, because I'm broadcasting on Twitter, DLive, the Periscope @Jim Fannon account, the fake book account, and whatever. Did I say YouTube? Yes, I have several YouTube channels now, none of which really produce much action on anything. I used to have this great account, and this is what I do every time I come on. I complain about poor me, and YouTube shut me down. I'm going to play you some clips. Man, a lot happened this week. This past, like 7 days, let's say. Amy Coney Barrett confirmed. Big deal at the White House. And then the radical Democrats threatened to ram the court, pack it full. So if you don't like politics, then you wouldn't be here unless you just mistakenly clicked. Pelosi, fuck. She's blocking stimulus just for something to do. I don't get it, man. These guys have been holding Trump's. It's kind of like when Jack Layton was holding the gun to Harper's head. Harper spent more money than any conservative any government in can't. Well, not Justin Trudeau, of course, excluded from that, but the guy. I don't know. I'm just a casual observer. Kind of obsessed with the American system right now. I can't get enough of it. And that's all we're going to talk about tonight. The clips I'm going to be playing are all from Biden, Harris, and what is this? Hello? Wow. Nose. Distracted. I'm also a sucker for an ugly nose on a girl. Just a sucker, period. So yeah, with the clips will be from Biden. I got a couple. We're going to run through a few clips, but yeah, Pelosi blocks the money that should be going to Americans, but with the idea that we want ours. Last time the JFK Center got some. She wants guaranteed annual income, free medical. I mean, she's just making all these demands, and Trump's like meeting her more than halfway and giving in to most of it. And she's still not taking it. She's holding up the stimulus that the American people want. You're going to have to wait till after the election now. I can't get enough of it. New York City is going to the dogs. And they're going after the Jews because, the Jews are the problem for spreading coronavirus. COVID. I don't get it. Cuomo wrote a book about how he recovered his state. He's the governor of the state. Dude, you put criminals with COVID in old age homes with the most vulnerable sector of society that we have. You were the epicenter for the pandemic. You were on your knees in front of Trump singing into his microphone when he was providing you PPE, like mobile hospitals, ships, complete, that never got used. Man, did we overestimate the impact of COVID? And you guys are wearing your masks in the lake, on the beach, on your boats. Okay, maybe not so much that, but yeah, I did see somebody on the beach with a mask. What? Seriously? Sunlight, fresh air. You're not catching COVID. Aerosolally? What do you say? How do you describe that? You're not catching COVID on the wind, okay? In fact, chances are almost zero that if you're in an elevator with a COVID-infected person that was coughing, hacking, and sneezing, as long as you didn't touch them or touch something they touched, there's almost 0% chance you're getting it. Unless they get a little, like a droplet in your eye or one of your orifices, you're safe. Just don't touch them. Don't kiss them on the lips. Don't touch anything they touched, and you're good. 100%. So we based it, the lockdown, on a 7% death rate. Well, kind of off there, don't you think? Jeez. So anyways, Cuomo wrote a book about how he recovered. Trump sent him all his shit. He was grateful as anything. They were when the pandemic was going down. I carried a lot of Trump's and other people. Well, maybe not so many. I did carry other press conferences because at the time I was interested enough to follow along every day, and then Trump was making himself accessible like for an hour every day to the media. So I'm like, what the hell? And he's a comedy act on his own. So I started broadcasting that stuff. But these guys were more than grateful for Trump coming up to the plate with PPE, with all of it. And then as soon as they figure out that, they didn't need the shit. Now, Cuomo, I'm going to play you a Cuomo quip. He's blaming all the New York City deaths on Donald J. Trump, the president. Now, I'm sure there was a federal role. Trump obviously made some calls for the country. But isn't it, for the most part, the responsibility of the states to get this shit under control? Healthcare, whatever. So now, Bill de Blasio, New York City mayor, fall and bump your head, you foo, was going after the Jews. Like they're the problem, and the Jews are not fucking having it. You see this New York City cop and his cruiser getting heckled by Black Lives Matter and Antifa terrorists. Punks, basically. Hey, what's this? One person is waiting. A. Do I just admit this person and take a chance? A. Who the fuck is A? Anyways, there's a cop in his cruiser. He's getting heckled by the terrorists. And over the loudspeaker, Trump 2020. Say it again. He's recorded. Say it again, pig. Trump 2020. Suspended. Seriously. I mean, I guess your cops aren't supposed to be like carrying a flag for a particular political party, but isn't that better than like, come on, man. Where's our sense of humor gone? I don't have that clip tonight. I should have it, though. CNN goes away from the chyron of death and destruction. For their prime time, I guess. Huh. I don't know. So yeah, I thought that was funny. I don't have that clip. I should have the clip. I promise to get a little bit more prepared. Today was it was a weird day. And Damian Reed, I started to thank you. He invited me on his show. Get this. Here's what the show is all about. I mean, you know how it goes. Here, I'll put you back up. Put me back up. I don't know. I think I thought I was going for a nap. I got up early this morning, men's group early this morning on a Zoom call, 7:30, up before that. But I thought I was so frustrated and whatever. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go chill. I'm going to nap. And I'll wake up tonight. I'll be ready to go. So as I often do, I get into bed and I start scrolling. And I come across Damian Reed's video, and I'm like, oh, well, here's an example of what he's going to do in a couple days when I'm on with him, because I told him I'd be on Thursday, and then I was scrolling, and I'm watching. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And I know it's just a couple empty blocks on the Zoom call, and I'm like, yeah, this is, what day is it? Thursday. I'm supposed to be on this call. So get out of bed if we come over here, like boot the thing up. I'm a half hour late, whatever. Then I made a couple changes in my obsession with this virtual camera today. I had a cable on. You don't need to hear about it. Anyways, Damien put on a cool call. I'm glad I got to participate in it even late. I'm sorry about that, Damien. It's my fault. And it's like, I mean, I missed out by being late. Thank you. It was cool to get reconnected with the community. He was staff at Landmark for a long time when I was going through the curriculum, and Landmark still plays a huge role in my life. I'd recommend it to anyone. If search at Landmark Education. Ooh, there's the dime. 10. Oh, you can't. They're going away from her. Why does Melania not get more love? I mean, I guess I have to get used to the accent, but she is I'm not infatuated by her, but she's a dime. Absolute. She gets no love. Meanwhile, Michelle Obama. What? I mean, there's not many dimes in politics. Can we celebrate them? What is it, 5 days till the election? Next Tuesday. I'm going to broadcast here on wherever you're watching it. Next Tuesday, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably have a few boys in. Maybe we'll just do audio. Maybe we'll have a jam. Maybe nothing. Maybe I'll just broadcast it and not do anything. Sometimes I don't feel like coming out here at all. I'll just broadcast. But we'll be carrying it and glued. And I fully expect that a winner will be declared on the night of the election, just like every other election ever. None of this 2 weeks later, none of this in the morning, none of this Supreme Court bullshit. Landslide. Definitive win. That's what I'm hoping for. Either way, I think they got us geared up for riots in the streets. All right. Who's A here? Hey. This is how this is going to go, eh? 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 It is connecting to audio. Let's see what this is. Hey. Hey. I got some clips for you I'm going to play tonight.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Jimbo. What's going on, man?
Who am I talking to, man?
Andrew.
Andrew? Andrew?
That's my name.
Oh, my brother from the other side of the world?
All the way from Australia.
Get the fuck out of here, my brother. What is going on with your country? You guys are in total lockdown. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I didn't see... I was kind of hesitant about letting someone in. I'm like, well,
you're right, man.
It's
crazy. I live in Melbourne, in Victoria, and we've been in some of the most intense lockdowns that there have been for like 6 to 8 months now. Mandatory mask mandates, where if you don't have a mask on, you can cop a $1,600 fine. Not allowed to protest, not allowed to travel 5 kilometers away from your home address. You can't visit people. You're not allowed to go into public spaces without one of 4 pre-approved reasons, which is like exercise, shopping, medical care, and something else. It's fucking crazy. And it's been like this for 8 months. It's just starting to relieve a little bit now.
Well, how are you dealing with it, man? What's the impact been on you and your family, if that's the case?
Both my parents and my sister ended up losing their job. Fortunately, my fiance and I have not. But our entire hospitality industry is in the toilet because restaurants are not allowed to be open. It's like takeaway and delivery service type food stuff only.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine if you're a restaurant, you're used to having people walk by, come in, plus deliveries and Uber Eats, Deliveroo, all that stuff. And it's just cut down to customers within 5 kilometers from your address. It's insane.
Jesus. What's the delivery business like out there? Have you got the Uber Eats and stuff like that too?
Yeah, we got Uber Eats, DoorDash, Deliveroo. We got a few of those. But
so
I can't imagine that.
There's no limitation on to where you can order from there. You just can't leave. You can't stray 5 kilometers from your home.
Yeah, which is crazy. Like that's that's insane.
And what do you do for a living?
I work just like a regular sort of corporate office type of job. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing the stuff on the news, not a whole lot of it, but it seems like it's the radical stuff that gets put on the news as far as the takedowns. I don't know where I saw that woman just the other day. There was 6 cops took her down, and not gently. And I'm thinking, I've never really paid attention to American politics, but I did watch, after 9/11, I kind of felt like we were going to go through a little bit of a shift, a social shift, go back to our gardens, our families, our dinner tables, our barbecues, our churches, our kids, and just like realize that life is so precious, right? And I think we had a little bit of that for a while, but then big government came in and told us we need to sign away all our rights. In the States, they had this, this Homeland Security, a whole new corporation basically of liberty theft, and I'm like, oh shit, this isn't good. The government can do whatever they want to you now.
We even, everybody here has had enough. I think it's to the point where, because everybody's recording every interaction with police or just about anybody trying to enforce these rules. We had one guy, he was in our military. Oh, look, it could have been military, Navy, Air Force, whatever, one of those type of things, right? And he jumps on Facebook and he just said something along the lines of, I don't agree with the lockdowns. I'm going to go do a protest. I'm not saying that you should do a protest, but I'm going to. You can make up your own mind. This is where it's going to be. Anyway, the cops ended up bashing his door down about 12 hours later with like some Roger Stone level shit. They ramrod his door down, come in, all these cops with like bulletproof vests and stuff, and arrest the guy for, I think, incitement was the charge, just for because we don't have freedom of speech.
No.
Like in the US. Actually, I don't think any other country does.
No.
But just him getting on Facebook and just saying, I disagree with this stuff. I think it's dumb. He got arrested. I don't know where the dude is now, but yeah, this is clown world, man. This is crazy.
Well, what's your take? What do you find yourself saying to most of your friends out there as far as what the... Oh, we just got another... I'm going to mute this guy. We got another Dante's. Somebody else joined you on the call, brother. I'm just going to mute him until you finish up. But what do you find your narratives are when you're with your friends and your family, or with people that maybe you don't agree completely with? Like, what do you find is on your lips? Because for me, like, I'm just not wearing a mask. You know what I mean? I don't think they work. I don't think they're healthy. I don't think I want to bathe in my own stuff. And I haven't worn one since this whole thing started. And I haven't taken too much flack for it.
Yeah. The way it is here is that there's a mandate. So if you get caught without one, you can get a $1,600 fine. Now, whether or not you want to waste your time and go through and fight it in court, and maybe you'll get off, especially after all this shit is done with. I think once this is done, and everybody that I'm talking to anyway, neighbors, friends, family, work people, I think what's going to happen is eventually when this dies off, we're going to look back at it with context and hindsight, and we're just going to go, this was a massive overreaction for, what we actually...
Well, I think we got the death rate wrong right off the bat, right?
Sorry?
We got the death rate, the prediction, the modeling of the death rate caused us to go into lockdown, because I think we were talking about a 4 to 7% death rate, and that's pretty serious. So we lock it all down. I think we could have pretty much flattened the curve as much as we did by just social distancing, washing our hands, keeping our distance, forget the face covering. The face covering's not doing shit, especially if you're touching it. And I think that we're in the middle of a mass human experiment. I say that deliberately because, it's just like we don't know what it's like hiding our faces on the mental conditions. We don't know what it's like breathing all the chemicals from these, if you use the mask properly, you're using a new one every time. And I heard there's little, shit, when I wipe my ass, the fluff, when the sunbeam's coming in and you pull out that 4-ply shit or whatever, and you can see all the shit flying around in the air. I don't want to breathe little pieces of paper. I got enough problems with my lungs.
Anyway, man, I'll let you get on to your next guy.
Right. But nobody's, they dumped off, but I appreciate you calling in, brother. Did you watch Gavin last night?
Take it easy. Sorry?
Did you watch Gavin last night?
I'm a couple of episodes behind. I'm like a squirrel. I like to let them build up and hoard them so I can just sit there for hours and watch them. But I just finished the Trump card episode. I got a bit of catching up to do. It's just, normally I could sit there and watch an episode a day, but all the shit that's coming out with Joe Biden and Hunter Biden every 2 seconds, it's just taken up all of my time because there's so much to stay up to date with.
Are you up to date?
I think so, pretty much, yeah. 4chan trolls found his Pornhub page.
What? He's got a private
all the videos, I'm sure you've seen the videos.
No, I haven't seen anything. I saw...
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I went over to Compound Media. They teased me. I watched. I looked at a picture. It was him in the mirror and very healthy. Let's just put it that way. And then I saw something with a couple Smarties. And then I'm like, I don't need to... That's enough. Like, they came in... Actually, I did go looking for those ones. I went to Compound Media, I think. The first one came into my feed, then I went to the page, whatever. But that's all I've seen. So what's the shit with Obama's daughter? That's not for real, is it?
Look, of the pictures that have come out, one of them is a couple of lines, and you can see Malia Obama's credit card.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
right. And this is all alleged, right? But I've seen it. It looks like it. Whether or not it's legitimate, I'm not sure, and I'm not saying. But in one photo, it's him someone's cut up the lines, and the credit card is in view. And then there is a African American lady that her face is obscured, so she's facing away from the camera. She's just lying down. I mean, it could be her. Height-wise, they seem to be along the same sort of line. But to me, what I see, and no one else has pointed this out, so maybe I'm not actually seeing it. The person in question in the photo that's lying down, it looks like they have like a tramp stamp.
Okay.
Tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
It's not super clear, but anyway, everybody's just saying, well, look, either he's stolen the credit card or she was there with him. There's another photo of him with two what seem to be African-American women. At the same time, people are saying that that's both of the Obama daughters, which I don't know if that's true or not. Wow. But there's a dog in frame that looks like one of the dogs that the Obamas had at some point.
No fucking way. And no one's touching it. Is this real, man? This doesn't seem like it's this real life. Are we really going through this shit, man? That's unbelievable.
But you know what's nuts is I'm flipping between. Look, Fox is talking about it.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
CNN, all they're covering is COVID.
Yeah,
but I can't remember who made this point. It might have been Steven Crowder. But someone was saying when all the Trump-Russia stuff came up, that's all they were talking about forever, totally unsubstantiated, no proof, whatever. And now this stuff has come out. The FBI is saying that there's an open investigation. So it's legit. Yeah. The documents that Bob Alinsky has sent through, everything that he's sent through so far, they've reviewed them and authenticated them. No one is touching this, man. With 4 days to the election, it's insane.
Yeah, it's fantasy. It's unbelievable. Anyways,
anyway, man.
Yeah, I guess you'll be watching on Tuesday. I'm going to broadcast in some capacity, I think, and we'll see what happens. But thanks for the love, man. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
All good, man. Thanks for sharing the links as well, because it's hard to, especially in Australia, even with a VPN, for some reason, you can't always find like rally links and especially debate links and all that. Right. So thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Much love from Canada, from the South Shore of pristine Lake Ontario, man. We'll talk soon. And thanks for touching base.
See you later, Jim.
That's very cool. Andrew from Australia. That's how you get in and out, I guess. Wow. I put the link up. I didn't figure that anyone was actually going to use that. He follows me on Twitter and Facebook. Okay, so this is what I was starting the show with. Got a little bit distracted with a call. I always wondered how I was going to take calls. Well, why don't you just sit in a room by yourself and wait for someone to come over via this. Okay, so I'm going to play you these links. This is from my YouTube channel, one of them. It's a bunch of clips. I'm just going to let them roll here, and then I'll get back on you.
Pigs in a blanket line. There was an offshoot, separate group of people. Nobody knows who they are. I know a whole lot of people in Black Lives Matter, a whole lot of people who started it and who were leaders in it. Not a single person knows who those people were that started that chant. They were never connected to the march. There is absolutely zero evidence that Black Lives Matter has ever pushed for anything violent to happen to police. Black Lives Matter is about one thing. Stop killing black people just because you pulled them over for a parking violation or a moving violation. Just stop killing black people. They have never advocated violence against police. For him to traffic that again tonight was not only desperate, it was not only desperate, it was also stupid, because he also wants black men to vote for him.
Of a woman who grew up a black child in America.
I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I'm not going to, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch. Got fired.
The idea that an 8-year-old child or a 10-year-old child decides, I decided I want to be transgender. That's what I think I'd like to be. It'll make my life a lot easier. Abraham Lincoln here is one of the most racist presidents we've had in modern history. He pours fuel on every single racist fire. Every single one. He started off his campaign coming down the escalator saying he's going to get rid of those Mexican rapists. He's banned Muslims because they're Muslims. He has moved around and made everything worse across the board. He says about the poor boys, last time we were on stage here, he said, I told them to stand down and stand ready. Come on. This guy has a dog whistle about as big as a foghorn.
So with that, why don't I take yes, sir?
I don't know, man. Again, I am no expert in American politics, but this is a shit show, dudes. Fuck. Can we get some quality candidates, please? Can we get some candidates that actually want to talk about issues? Look at how clever I am. CNN in the background. Talk to me about the issues, dudes. Trump's doing it a little bit, I guess. He's saying what he's going to do. He's going to make Corona go away. He's going to bring back the economy. He's going to be tough on immigration. You know? He's at least talking about some issues. What we got here? Andres. I think there's maybe just people are clicking the link going, maybe they're robots clinking the link and going, what's this? And then going, oh shit, I don't want to be live. I don't actually want to be on the show. If you want to get in, click the link. Andrew, it was good talking to you. Thank you for busting the call off, man. It was cool. Andres, ¿qué pasa? No? Okay, so these links are over on my my new YouTube channel. It's called Clips. And you can see them. Well, I'm just playing them through. Let's go back. I just played a bunch. Oops.
The idea that an 8-year...
Oh, this is... So the first...
Of a woman?
Yeah. The
Pigs
first
in a
one is
blanket
Joy
line.
Reid. Okay,
There
so
was an-
Joy Reid is going to tell you that Black Lives Matter is not violent. Okay, have you seen Philadelphia? Have you seen Portland, Seattle, New York City, California? Like... all Republican-run cities and states, they're a fucking mess, Joy Reid. Joy Reid tells us that no, those people, they're all good.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Seriously. Okay. What up? Wow, you can text it and you can unmute yourself to say it. Motherfucker. Nice. Thanks for coming out. Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker V. Motherfucker, motherfucker. Okay, good. Thanks. Andres Lata Arigano. Argarello. Here. Who's this fucking clown? Andres Lata Arregero. Argero. Argero? Andres Lata Argero. Kikatsu Fai, huh? So anyway, thanks for hanging out through the abortion that is the Jim Fannon Show tonight. Okay. Okay. Of course, Black Lives Matter isn't violent.
Of a woman who grew up a black child in America?
I had gotten...
Okay, first of all, you grew up in Montreal, okay? 11 to 18. Probably not what you would call the formative years, although I'm not clear on what that is. I think it's younger. But 11 to 18 is kind of like growing. That's kind of like the growing. Well, maybe, I don't know. I guess from birth till 11 years old. Yeah. I guess it could be considered growing up in America. I'm afraid to take a call. I'm afeared. I'm very afeared. Jessica. No. Gandhi? I thought I approved you. Joining. See, this is not good for my focus. And I have a producer saying Jessica's on the line. Would you like to take her call? I am the producer, the host, the engineer. Kamala Harris, as I like to call her. Sorry, Jessica. The engineer. Hello? I heard my voice in the background there. Mute? No. You're live. Baby Sika. Go, Jessica. Caller. I heard my... Oh, no, I'm just getting my voice repeated back to me. Jessica. Oh, no, you're on mute. Okay. Well, if you get your shit together, come back. Anyways, Kamala Harris grew up in Montreal, for crying out loud. She went to high school in Montreal. My meeting's going to end in 10 minutes? Why? Because I have more than one person on? Well, that's not fair. It's super gay. What the... My meeting's going to end in 10 minutes? Yeah, I'm getting just my show back through your... That's not fair. Oh, no, that's not good. I don't know what's going on. The last call was good, Jessica. But you're not coming through. I'm just getting me back through here. This is kind of fun, actually. That's not fair. That's not good. I don't know what's going on. The last call... What the hell is going on? Jessica's playing a movie for me, too. Baby Sika. Okay. Well, that's actually better. Whatever you're doing. Anyways, get your shit together, dude. I don't know what was going on here. All right, let's get on with the show. Jessica, it's not working out. I mean, I thought we had a thing. I thought I was going somewhere. It's a groovy video, but I'm not getting it. All right. How do I fucking get rid of you? Put in waiting room. Remove? Yeah. Jessica, it's you and I, it's not me, it's you. Okay? I'm just saying. At least you didn't call me a motherfucker. Although I'm okay with it. Thanks for trying. Next, this is Quid Pro Quo Joe. Can you believe, especially now, when all the China stuff is coming out? Like, seriously. That this has been out for a while. I don't want this. There we go. How old is this clip? not new. But now that we know that the Bidens are on the take, this seems a little more relevant.
Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I said, I'm not going to, or we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch. Got fired.
The idea that an 8-year-old child or a 10-year-old child decides, I decided I want to be transgender. That's what I think I'd like to be. It'll make my life a lot easier.
Hey, Joe. I don't know how much you know about transgenderism. Or what do they call it? Dysmorphia? But I don't think it's making your life any simpler. Stop transitioning children before puberty. Please. I'm begging you. It's child abuse. When you're 3, 4, 5, 12, 14, 16-year-old comes to you and says, I think I want to be a different sex, and I want to remove my junk and have some brand new junk installed surgically. First of all, God bless you, man. Second of all, you can make that call when you grow up. Like when you can drive, shoot a gun, go to war, vote, smoke cigarettes, get a tattoo, have consensual sex. Yeah, like after that. Then, if you decide after puberty, and after, as far as I'm concerned, after the age of majority, whatever that happens to be. Now, is that a thing anymore? Age of majority, what's that even mean? 18 used to be the age of majority. When you're 18, do whatever you want. It's your life. But you're living here? You got a penis? You're a boy. You want to be gay? That's fine. No problems. Bisexual, gay, but we're not putting you on puberty blockers. We're not surgically removing your stuff and putting new stuff in. We're not changing. You can't change sex. Can we let our kids grow up? Joe, you screaming pedo. My life would be easier. Joe, what? Joe, you can't be serious.
That's what I think I'd like to be. It'll make my life a lot easier.
No, Joe. No, you don't get it, Joe. There's nothing easy about even being gay. You know what the percentage of people that are gay on this planet are? It's low. It's what? Under 5%? Under 2% probably. Okay, let's say 5. You know what the percentage of people that are actually transgender, that live as transgender human all through adult life? What are you just going to keep switching back and forth? I'm transgender today, I'm not tomorrow? I want a penis, I don't want a penis? Install the penis, let it heal. Yeah, it doesn't work. Just put the vagina back. I almost said put the pussy back. What the fuck is going on? What is wrong with us? Who's protecting the children? Who's standing for morality, for tradition? Should I say God? Jeepers creepers. I do mean jeepers creepers in the literal sense. What else do we got after this?
Abraham Lincoln here is one of the most racist presidents we've had in modern history.
You're racist, Joe. Abraham Lincoln?
He pours fuel on every single racist fire.
Every single one. Started off his campaign coming down the escalator saying he's going to get rid of those Mexican rapists. He's banned Muslims because they're Muslims. He has moved around and made everything worse across the board. He says about the poor boys, last time we were on stage here, he said, I told them to stand down and stand ready. Come on. This guy is a dog whistle about as big as a foghorn.
So with that, why don't I take yes, sir?
What up, brother?
Hey, I'm coming back
That's all
for
good.
a second. I sent you a funny clip on Facebook Messenger you should check out. But some breaking news for you. Lil Wayne just endorsed Trump.
Okay.
That's blowing up Twitter at the moment. If you go to just type in Lil Wayne, I'm sure it'll come up.
Okay.
Like an hour ago. And Twitter's not happy. But anyway, check out your Facebook Messenger inbox. It's a funny video. I think you'll like it. Well,
tell me what's the impact is this going to have? Who's Lil Wayne and why do I give a shit? And why is he normal? Most artists are mostly lefty, so. Yeah, but now I guess you would have seen that whole thing with Chelsea Handler and 50 Cent, right? Yeah, well, he got cucked is the way I see it. Wow. Yeah, that's right. But you now really have a white girl. Lil Wayne's Lil Wayne's just a rapper. He's a black guy, and he's just come out and endorsed Trump. So you watch everyone jump on his back and call him an Uncle Tom and all this shit now, just because he's got, a president that he thinks is doing a good job. I don't know how there's one person in America that votes for Joe Biden. I feel sorry for the guy. I think Jill should be charged with elder abuse, his wife. You're supposed to protect your man. You're supposed to look after your guy. You'll see in the video that I sent you on Facebook Messenger, he's just not with it, man. He's doing rallies and... Oh. Shit. I'm going to have to put out a new... Sorry about that, Andrew. You're done. I ran you. When I was on the radio, I used to enjoy running callers off because sometimes they suck. I don't mind. I could talk to Andrew all night. He's probably got some good content for me, but apparently my plan ran out. So my Zoom meeting's dead. What happened? I don't know. I'm not doing... Oh, it's a group thing? I guess. You only get 40 minutes, I guess. Sorry, not sorry, Andrew. That's the host's prerogative is to run the caller, and you got run. Not because I wanted to run you. I could be a little desperate for content. Should it? No, I don't think I'll put up another link, but couldn't hurt. Maybe I'll do another broadcast later. Do the same thing over again. None of my Facebook friends took me up on the offer, but I thought Andrew Gill would come in and tell me that I'm gay or whatever he likes to do. I'm a flamer. Yeah, that's what he likes. Flamer. He likes using that word. Flamer is a good word, actually. Andrew, please give my regards to your wife. There is not a broadcast that I do that Andrew Gill doesn't watch, but I'm blocked. Anyway. It was a crazy week. A crazy 7 days. I can only suspect that Trump wins this going away, hands down, and that they call it the night of the election. I've been calling it for a long time. I said landslide. Now, I second guessed myself a little bit when the riot started. When Corona started, I'm like, oh, dude's got it. He's got it. But then the DNC mobilized Antifa and Black Lives Matter and put them in the street, and the media fanned the flames, and we got American cities burning down, not to the ground, all of it, but yeah, state capitol statues. 50 every state has had their statues cut down. I mean, they're cutting down Some of the founding fathers. What the fuck? Seriously, dudes. Get a fucking job. Listen to me. It's been a long day. This next one was about his light schedule. It's kind of boring.
You don't want to wait into...
This is Fauci saying mandatory masks for everyone. I love Alexandria occasionally coherent. I'm Alexandria occasionally coherent, and this is
doctor.
My take
and then
on healthcare.
What happens? Do you just walk up and you say, I need help?
Yeah, like, I don't know how.
How does that work? Like, I can't even imagine.
Not a bad looking girl.
Without a credit card or some sort of.
But how can you look stupid when you're not even talking like this? Watch.
You go to the doctor and you say, I have this problem. And
I am intelligent.
You with the medicine and that's it. And then you go home and you Google how much it would have cost in America.
Oh my gosh.
Jeffrey Toobin cries himself to sleep every night.
Every night I cry myself to sleep over the fate of white men in America.
Jeffrey, you're not the only one. I don't cry myself to sleep. I sleep very well. Jeffrey, probably a good idea to keep your junk in your pants on a Zoom call. I am broadcasting naked from the waist down tonight, just in case you were wondering. Later in the show, we're going to have fun with it, if you know what I mean. I'm going to put up a new Zoom link, and I'm going to give you my fans-only version show of the Jim Fannon Show. What do you think about that? I don't know. I think that's probably worth some cash. Patreon.com/free speech. Patreon.com/free speech. I've never had a donation there. Do I have to say please? Someone send me $5 so I know it works. I know PayPal, real estate at Team Niagara works. I had a couple donations from a guy across the pond. He was anonymous until he sent me his money, and then I knew exactly who he was, and he said, keep up the good work, and if you do a show that tells me how Justin Trudeau got elected in your country, that'd make me interested. And then he sent me 2 donations, actually, at PayPal, realestateatteamniagara.ca. I know that one works. I do not know that the patreon.com/free speech works. It's set up. We just had no one, no love. This is Andrew Cuomo, the son of Mario Cuomo, the brother of Chris Cuomo. You know Chris Cuomo? Chris Cuomo is that meathead that faked a COVID quarantine and then left his house without a mask on a bike with his family and went down to the Hamptons to check how the construction of his new mansion was coming. These clowns are so entitled and so brain dead, it's unbelievable. I mean, you can't think of a more ineffective governor than this fucking guy. And combined with the mayor of New York City, it's a shit show. Cuomo, as I said earlier, was on his knees singing at Trump's mic while Trump provided PPE, mobile hospitals, ships, ventilators. And then as soon as they figured out the pandemic wasn't all that it was cracked up to be, not all that was forecast to be, the 2 million deaths didn't transpire, only 200,000 deaths transpired, it's Trump's fault. Every death in New York City is Trump's fault. Now, specifically here, I want you to kind of get present to the drama, the rehearsed speech that this plug puts forward here. It sounds like he's looked in the mirror and rehearsed this several times before getting on this radio show. This is just an audio clip. It's 1:19. This is what Cuomo, he goes gangster on Trump. Speaking of gangsters, what's this? We are not rounding the turn. Keeping them honest. The network that lies to the American people most has a chyron on the bottom of their screen right now. This is live on CNN. Look at Joe doing a little jog, showing how wry and spry and virile he is. Fuck, this is an abortion. If this doesn't turn out to be a Trump landslide, hands down, clear-cut victory the night of the election, I'm going to go postal. Enough of that. Here's Cuomo blaming everything COVID death-wise in New York State on Trump.
I hold Donald Trump responsible for every death in New York State from COVID. Because Trump lied. He lied. And in combination with his lies, he was incompetent. It was his lie that said this was nothing to worry about. This was a hoax. It would be gone by Easter. It was a lie because he had the Navarro memo. And it was a lie because he had told Woodward he knew it was a lie. So it was a lie. Trump was patient zero in the United States for COVID. Trump is the number one super spreader, not just for the Rose Garden. He is the super spreader that brought the virus to America. It was never the China virus. It was the European virus. It wasn't about the China travel ban, January 29th.
What? Seriously, can you believe that's such garbage? Comes from a legitimate politician. He was elected. Can you believe this is the world we live in today? It's heartbreaking. Oh, my heart bleeds for my American friends. I'm in the Zoom meeting waiting. Add me in, Jim Bob. My friend Andrew, thank you for that. I'm going to play this, even though I don't know what it is. Well, this is a 40-second clip. All right, Andrew, thanks for sending this in. And thanks for participating. Thanks for calling. That was cool. Broke up my show. I'm already 3 minutes past. You know, my deadline was 8. Should have been out of here 4 minutes ago. But I appreciate your participation. And I guess when I do this next time, I'm going to have to upgrade my my Zoom thing program. Otherwise, I can only do 40 minutes. We are not rounding the term, keeping them honest. This is CNN, the greatest propaganda network on the planet. Wow. Thanks, Andrew. What is this? Let's check it out. Oh, let's get some sound.
Before he hit the ground floor, remember what he said? He said, I'm going to take down those racist Mexicans. Then he claimed, no, there's never been a president.
That's a lie, Joe.
Never been a president.
That's a lie.
Oh, it is a lie.
Yeah. And it was your son in the Ukraine. All right.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yeah. You're the one that offered to withhold $1 billion. The Council on Foreign Relations. Son of a bitch, he got fired, right?
In Trump Towers, he said he was doing it before he hit the ground floor. Remember what he said? He said,
I've seen that before, Andrew. This is where I give you shit for, don't waste my time. This is fucking months old. That's not months old, but thank you, Andrew. I've seen that one. And it's relative. We are not rounding the corner. Andrew, I didn't see, where's this other one? Where's this other one, Andy? Candrew. Yeah, I thought you sent me the, excuse me. Dude, I thought you sent me the rapper guy. You said it came through on Messenger. I'm not seeing it here. What the piss? Damien Reed, thank you, brother. John Pantalon, thank you. Yes, Henry Ford built a car that ran on hemp fuel 80 years ago. We know. Now you can do it with hydrogen. Ammonia, dude. Look up my conversation with Greg Vezina. V as in Victor, E-Z-I-N-A, Vezina. You can burn ammonia, and it's completely clean. The exhaust is water vapor. Let's stop burning fossil fuels and giving subsidies to the richest corporations on the earth.
Say what?
It's one of my favorites.
You're going to be fair.
I'm going to be fair.
Just be fair.
But last time I remember you saying to me, bring it on. Bring it on.
No, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for fairness. That's all.
You're going to get fairness. But you're okay with some tough questions.
No, I'm not.
You're not okay with tough questions.
Well, I'm going to be fair. You don't ask Biden tough questions.
Me?
Huh?
I don't even.
It's terrible.
I
It's
only
terrible.
you.
You know that. Okay. Are you ready?
Everybody ready?
We're out.
Okay.
Actually, pretty considerate and measured and polite and in control. I mean, he's in the White House. She's on his turf. And she's kind of running the show, eh? Leslie Stahl on 60 Minutes said that Trump stormed out of his interview. I don't have the clip. I do have the clip, but I don't have it ready for you right now. He didn't storm out. He was pretty much done. The interview was going basically nowhere. I didn't watch how 60 Minutes cut it up. I only watched the whole interview from Trump's angle before it broke. The guy's 4D chess, man. He filmed it, and then he got out in front of it. And then he caught her without a mask. Wow. CNN is fucking pathetic. I need to curtail my language a little bit. Andrew, send me that fucking clip, dude. Who is it? Not P. Diddy. Who said that rapper was? Lil Wayne? Was it Lil Wayne? Trump? Yeah. Am I going to get fucking busted for playing a TMZ video? Well, what about 369? No, what's his name? The other guy. with the face tattoos. Oh, that's the guy. No. Lil Wayne? Oh, who's the other guy? Yeah, the guy with the orange hair. That's him. No, this guy. Pumped for Trump. Who's this fucking guy? Oh,
hey, all I gotta say is Trump 2020, bitch. Fuck, I look like paying an extra 33 in tax for Biden, bitch ass nigga. Fuck Sleepy Joe, nigga. Trump 2020, bitch.
Pandemic fatigue got you like
mackerel.
designing furniture?
I didn't know that was gonna be. That was okay. What else we got here? I want to see that one again. How do I go back? Refresh this shit. Yeah, I got to see that full screen for you.
Hey, all I gotta say is Trump 2020, bitch. Fuck, I look like paying an extra 33 in tax for Biden, bitch ass nigga. Fuck Sleepy Joe, nigga. Trump 2020, bitch.
I love it. Why do I love that so much?
Joe Biden.
Oh, why do I love that so much? Oh, that is fucking classic. Andrew, send me that. Was that the clip? Okay. Wow. He didn't send it to me on Twitter. Or maybe he sent it to my old account. This is where you got to go to see me on Twitter for the next 5 days and 12 hours or some shit. This is old. I need to change the fuck. I'm not good at changing my bios, my resumes, and the like. This is the first time I got locked down. I glorified violence for telling Governor Cuomo. Well, I didn't tell him shit. I just put in quotes, bringing death to your door, in quotes. And then at Governor Cuomo. That got me a fucking week. And this one got me a week. Fall and bump your head, foo. Okay. So I come over here. I don't run this account. My show does. Just in case you're wondering. Oh, yeah. Oh, I tweeted this one out today. I retweeted, quote tweeted. How much you want to bet wishing someone would stub their toe gets me strike 3. And see, I'm about to like my own tweet because no one loves me on this channel because I only have 2,500 followers. Whereas at Jim Fannon, I have 10,000 plus. I worked hard to get there. James O'Keefe is on a roll. A roll. Have you seen this video yet? It's kind of boring. Yesterday's video wasn't. Glenn Greenwald, done. He founded The Intercept, and they are censoring his columns. What the hell? He's done. He's out. Meow. Love you, meow. What the fuck? Yeah, Ray needs to go. What the? They've had this thing since Christmas. Oh, we're not done with the Hunter Biden story. We haven't even touched on that yet. Talk about taking your father down. Holy mackerel. 5 days, the Lincoln Project says. Do you know how much money the Lincoln Project's brought in over the last several years? Tens of millions of dollars. They're never-Trumpers from the Republican Party that ditched when Trump got elected. There's 4 of them, and they've managed to do pretty well for themselves. Philly is getting torched. I don't know what's going on tonight. I do troll Ilhan Omar once in a while. Here's the deal. When you get pulled over or when you get stopped by a police officer and you are apprehended, detained, and arrested, here's a good idea. Don't resist. Just go. You're going to get out, no cash bail. You won't even get, the charges won't even go through. So, drop your weapon and live. %90 of the black men that were killed by police that were unarmed were resisting arrest. Here's an idea. Don't resist arrest and you'll live. What do you know? If you go for the gun or the taser, or you throw a punch at a cop, or you come at a cop with a knife, you're dead. We're not shooting you in the leg. You know how hard it is they teach you to shoot for the center of the body so you don't miss. What, we're going to try and shoot your toes off? Are you fucking dumb? Build Back Better is a UN slogan. I don't know if you knew that. It started sounding pretty familiar to me. Biden picked it up. Then Trudeau picked it up. Marion Monsef? What? What the fuck? What the fuck? Get out of here. Gross. Look at this smiling communist and this fucking Castro's son. Look at this grinning fucking gearbox. This is Justin Trudeau. This is the prime minister of the greatest country in the world. Well, it used to be. Used to be Canada could say, you know what? No, I'm down with it. Like, yeah, our big brother's great and all. Yeah, and they got superpowers and they got super negotiation power and they got the super everything, supersize everything. We love them. But Canada's better because we're Canada. I'm all about the home of the free, land of the free, home of the brave. So I was trolling that fucking clown today. What's all this junk? What's this? Oh, I'm in the wrong tweet. Back to my feed. Look at this grinning gearbox. What a chooch. Elijah Schaefer, you're on the clock, dude. Thank you very much. I appreciate your work. You were unbelievable on Crowder this morning. You were funny. I've only seen you a few times. Today you're funny, man. You were live from Philly. Crowder had you on, and I did what you told me. I sent my email to your people, and I'm waiting on you, bro. I love your work. What's slightly offensive? He's at the Blaze. He spent the last number of months on the road covering riots, as you can see here. I'm working it. Trying to land him on the show. He said he's going to do the show. And this is how you jinx the show, is by chirping before you actually get a firm date. Nice sweater. Fuck. Stub your toe. Let's see what this 52-second trailer. I like this guy. Let's check out what he's got.
But I'm actually surprised that the pushback has been so little because I've never seen Antifa be peaceful. I mean, I've lost count how many buildings I've watched them attempt to burn down and successfully burn down. I've watched them shine high-powered lasers and blind federal officers. I've seen them throw bricks, rocks, condoms filled with feces. I've seen them throw Molotov cocktails at police officers. And this is just regular stuff, right? This is just their normal antics. I've seen them create communes, take over city blocks of property, break into police precincts, scare out the National Guard. I mean, these are terrorists. I don't care if it's politically inconvenient to call them that. That's terrorism. I mean, they are attacking people with the intent to harm and in many cases to kill.
They shot a man in the street. They executed a man in the street. A religious man. And you don't mention it. It's not even a story.
Powerful video, bro. Love your work. Big fan. Been watching you for a while. Not a lot, but you come into my feed quite often, and I'm chasing you. I hope to get you on a Zoom call soon. Elijah Schaefer. Check him out. This is where you find him. He's at Slightly Offensive. I don't think I follow that, so there we go. We'll take care of that. I'm not expecting a follow back. I always like to check out who some of these guys follow, right? Excuse me. I'll go in and follow a bunch of the unverified ones because Lynn Wood, how come I'm not following him anymore? Lynn Wood's solid, man. Follow Lynn Wood. Oh, because sometimes I go in and I unfollow the unfollowers. Go add this guy. Hell of a lawyer. So yeah, go check out Slightly Offensive. Elijah, Matt, Buck, love your work. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Oh, well, we might as well watch another one, right? I'm sorry I did that to you. There's nothing that playing this video for you. There's nothing good that comes out of this. It only makes your blood boil. So I apologize for that. Sometimes you play a clip, you don't know exactly what it is, but that's just human garbage. I just want to give props to this young lady right here. Wow. Talk about holding your composure. Seriously. I apologize twice now. Lil Wayne, I guess that was it. Okay, good. All right, well, you didn't send me the clip, Andy. Candy. All right, so Elijah Schaefer. Yeah, I hope to be getting him soon. Also, Eric Matheny was on today. He was booked today. He had something come up, so we're going to have to rebook him. We had him scheduled for 3 p.m. EST. And yeah, something came up, so we're going to rebook that. Eric Matheny is solid dude. I'll show you Eric Matheny's page. Excuse me. Eric Matheny, co-host of Bob and Eric Save America. This is my boy, whatever. He was on once before. He runs a great show. He had Dinesh D'Souza on the other day. Had some great shows. The last two shows I listened to were great. George Papadopoulos, George the Greek. Oh man, has this guy got a story? And you can catch it here. Just go check out the podcast. How come the podcast isn't up here? Doesn't the podcast have an account? Patreon. Let me see if I can pull up Jim Fannon Show. Am I even searchable on this platform? Oh, there I am. Ha 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 ha. Free speech, baby. Patreon, you see it in the top corner? Patreon.com/free speech. You need to click this one right here, become a Patreon, and then do whatever they tell you to do. Give me money. Give me your money. I don't know anything about Patreon. How can I get some posts up here? Get active. I don't know. I know how I can get active. I can get active by you coming here and giving me your dough. Give me the minimum just to make sure that it goes through. That's pretty cool. At least I'm searchable. So there's Matheny. You can find him on Patreon. There he is right there. Bob and Eric Save America. Good podcast. Solid. And I watched Joe Rogan with, what's his name? Alex Jones last night. It was pretty good. Matheny. You're on the clock now, bro. I hope everything's cool. This was a good conversation. This is George right here. And then, what else does he have? Yeah, he had Dinesh D'Souza on. Where is it? Oh, it's a week old, so there's a bunch of shit in here. So anyways, go check out Matheny. He's solid. He's got a great following. He's a lawyer. He's bright. He's well-spoken. And he's got a nice voice. Handsome. What's this for you? At Jim Fannon Show is where I'm at now until next week. If I'm still broadcasting, I haven't checked out any of the feeds. I should probably do that. Normally I do that before I go as I go live, I check it out. And I'm sorry, I haven't been looking at your comments. I'm not sorry, actually. Oh no, see? I can't do it here. How do I find this? Let's go to my Facebook page. Well, it looks like I'm live. It sounds like I'm live. I guess I got to keep talking. I haven't been looking at your comments. I'm not sorry, actually. Can't do it. Oh, there's Candy. Oh, you sent me a funny clip. Okay, so I guess I got that clip, but I thought you were sending me a different clip. Bewley, what's up? Yeah, Tucker, I don't know what. Yeah, Tucker's on now. I can't switch to Tucker right now. I just don't have the bandwidth. I did broadcast Tucker's interview with Bob Belinsky. Fuck, that thing blew up on Facebook. And 150 shares or some shit like that. I don't know what the video is at now, but it was rolling. Andrew, Jimbo, where's the fuck? And, Hunter Biden. Tucker's on at 8 p.m. EST, Bewley, every night. Let's see what else we got here. Twitch. All right. At Jim Fannon Show. That's where I'm active now. At Jim Fannon's dead till after the election. But it does seem that I am broadcasting on Periscope now, which is so cool. Let me just check that one. Thanks for hanging with me. That Zoom call was pretty cool. Next time I come on, I'll have the Zoom call in the background. And Periscope view event. I won't get any comments here because it's just loading up now, and if you've made any comments and it doesn't come through, but I'm monitoring the Periscope account, and I see the Periscope account is actually through at Jim Fannon. Not this one, at Jim Fannon Show. I almost changed it, and then I realized that when I was broadcasting, Periscope was still working. So even though I'm on timeout, apparently I'm not on timeout from Periscope. Okay. So head on over here. Trump 60 Minutes.
So cute.
So cute. Fauci lied.
He's been behind the curve
People
from the
died.
very beginning. The very beginning.
This is not a major threat. This is not something that the citizens of the United States right now should be worried about.
And he came up with all these cockamamie notions that, this is going to go away. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Be more concerned about influenza.
He praised the transparency of the Chinese government.
What's really a big difference with the Chinese this time now, they look like they're being quite transparent.
His flip-flopping on social distancing and wearing masks.
People should not be walking around with masks.
Don't worry about the coronavirus, he says. When the warm weather comes, things are going to get better.
We are hoping, though.
Is Biden Catholic? He just crossed himself. I used to be Catholic. I still make the sign of the cross. Well, it makes me feel uncomfortable in my new church. Well, I don't actually do it in my new church because I'm too embarrassed. What a queer. Yeah. He just signed himself. He and Kamala Harris are fucking Catholic.
Now, they look like they're being quite transparent.
His flip-flopping on social distancing and wearing masks.
People should not be walking around with masks.
Don't worry about the coronavirus, he says. When the warm weather comes, things are going to get better.
You dirty fucking motherfucker. Seriously. These people have lost their minds. They've completely lost their minds. They haven't lost their complete minds. Jeepers. I gotta get out of here. We didn't even hit fucking Hunter. Okay, so Hunter. So Andrew and I talked a little bit about Hunter, but Hunter is taking his old man down. The FBI's got it. They say there's an investigation, but the FBI's had this fucking laptop since Christmas. VoteForLife.com. VoteLife2020.org. Vote Life. Don't stop killing babies. Killing babies is not fucking cool. I don't know how it got to be so cool. It got to be so fashionable, abortion that is, that the Governor Northam, is that it? Virginia? Yeah. Said on a radio show, when asked a question, what the procedure was for a child, a human baby that survives the monstrous abortion attempt, because there are live birth abortions where how do you fuck up cutting up a fetus and sucking it out? They cut it into 20 pieces, right? Is the woman awake for this procedure? Can you imagine? They can't be awake. I cannot imagine a more horrific sight than watching a human baby be cut to pieces inside my body. What the fuck? They gotta be out. They gotta be asleep. Breaking news. Fake news. Craig's News. Craig's News Live. Go over and see Kyle Dunnigan. He does Craig's News Live. It is hilarious. I don't know. I'm still watching episodes. It's so stupid funny. It's unreal. I have a penchant for stupid funny. What can I tell you? I'm a Family Guy. Not so much the South Park, although I did watch the pandemic special. It was pretty good. I'm big on Family Guy. I'm big on Trailer Park Boys. At least I was. I'm big on Letterkenny. I like the stupid funny. The super stupid funny. That's what I'm all about.
We are hoping,
though it may not happen, that we will see that impact of warmer weather.
What'd he tell us? We'll go away in the warm weather.
I think we might get a respite with the weather.
One thing I'm most concerned about, Whoopi, is misinformation. Listen to the scientists.
Hey, I was wrong.
Second wave of COVID.
Hey, I was wrong. That is a brilliantly cut video. Who did that? I'm not sure who did that. I stole it. I do that once in a while. This is the Prime Minister of Cuck. Cuck stands for cuckold. Cuckold is an animal that likes to watch their mate get fucked by another man, by another male. This is the Prime Minister of Cuck, Justin Trudeau. What the cuck? What the cuck, man? Just so you know, I think that it's only fitting if I bring you up to speed with the Urban Dictionary meaning of cuckold. What do you think? Are you ready for it? All right, here it is. A man who willingly encourages his wife to sleep with other people because it brings him pleasure. Cuckold exists on a spectrum between two extremes. One on end. Listen, if you're gonna fucking make a definition in the Urban Dictionary, maybe fucking print it out and maybe, proof it. One on end is the misogynistic cuckold who enjoys humiliations, degradation, holy fuck, I can't talk tonight, and other demeaning activities at the hands of his wife and her lover. The alpha cuckold lies at the opposite end of the spectrum and does not enjoy any form of humiliation, and often has a direct say in who his wife sleeps with and when. This is a cuck. What the cuck? Now, see, I didn't always think that Justin Trudeau was a cuck. I always knew he was stupid because he can't carry on like even a half decent conversation for more than 5 seconds without you knowing that he is a bag of hammers. But when he walked up to Parliament with his gender neutral cabinet, I was hopeful. I was tweeting, it's a new day. It's a new day. I was so glad to get rid of Stephen Harper that I was hopeful for this piece of garbage. And what's he done? He's just fucked us hard with no lube. He didn't even kiss us first. And it makes me ill. Speaking of kissing us first, what's Anderson Cooper up to? Now, I don't put him in the cuck category because he's just queer. That's fine. Nothing against that. But it's kind of hard to call Anderson Cooper a cuck. But this guy? All right, that's enough of that. The Zoom call was fun. Thanks, Andrew. I don't know how much I got left of me here. It's not the bandwidth. Well, I can't get more bandwidth, Bewley. Thanks for watching still. The bandwidth that I can get here is the top. I can't go any higher. And when you split it down, it doesn't make, like, so far tonight, I've had no problems broadcasting. But if if there's more load on the system, if you know what I'm thinking, if you know what I'm saying, if I put more load on the system, then it hampers my broadcast ability, and the audio goes out fine, but the video is sketchy, and that's gay. So we don't do that. I can get away with it. I just can't get away with it between 7 and 9. All right. So yeah, I can't buy more bandwidth. Hey, what happened?
Did anybody notice the helicopter flying a little low?
Trump, I don't know. Fuck the guy. I don't know. Okay. The Prime Minister and Cuck, I just told you, I was never sweet on, but I gave him a chance. Trump was the opposite. I had nothing for Trump. In fact, the only thing I saw from Trump was The Apprentice, and I thought that was fucking super shit, right? And this is not my channel, dude. So after Trump was elected, I made this deal with myself. The only
Pigs
deal
in a blanket line.
There was Sorry, I'm a little disorganized. Oh, we played you all the clips. Yeah, that was all the clips I got for you. So we're going over to Joy Reid again. So see, I got sidetracked again. Forgot what I was talking about. Hunter Biden is bringing his father down, and if this thing goes down and it's not a Trump landslide, I don't know what I'll do. Next Tuesday, we're going to broadcast from wherever you're watching it now. We should be there. Again, at Jim Fannon on Twitter is down. At Jim Fannon Show, might as well be down because I get no fucking love out there. I get a quarter of the following. That's fine. At least I'm still active and I can still cruise. But I don't know how anyone with 3 brain cells votes for Biden. I don't know how anyone. My web guy is changed this. Oh, maybe it just changes on its own. Trew.Tube is coming. I know I've been saying that for months. It's here. You can go to Trew.Tube. It's TREW.Tube. TREW.Tube. And down here in the merch store, very soon, you're going to be able to buy a shirt that says, "You've been duped." Because you have been duped. I had been duped. I have been duped, but I'm all right now. Over here, most of my stuff's there. You can watch it through here. It's based in YouTube, so once it goes down on YouTube, it doesn't appear here anymore. But at some point, when we buy some bandwidth for the site, which is different from the bandwidth of where I'm broadcasting from now, I don't know. I have to get some sort of. I need to be able to have 10, 15, 20 people because, I don't have the following I used to have, to come over here and watch my live videos so that I don't get shut down, because very often what I talk about gets me shut down from all the platforms. Twitter's been pretty good, actually, other than taking me down for telling someone to fall down and bump their head. They've been pretty good about letting my broadcast slide. So, but this is where you're going to go. This is where you're going to pay eventually. I'm giving it away right now. But at some point, I'm only going to give away the first half hour, and then the rest you're going to have to pay for. It'll be behind the paywall. Trew.Tube. And then anywhere else you want to find me. Oh, sorry about that. Ooh, you don't want to do that to your friends. Anywhere else that you go on social media. Sorry, Andrew. It was just a quick flash, and it's really nothing. So sorry about that. If I'm broadcasting on Facebook and you send me a message, and it pops up, everyone's going to see it. So sorry about that. All right. Facebook.com/Jim Fannon. Twitter.com/Jim Fannon. LinkedIn.com/Team Niagara. And right now, Twitter.com/Jim Fannon Show until I get it back. Okay. What else do we hit tonight? Do we have to do a fucking some sort of recap or some shit? All right. I have to take care of some bodily functions, and I don't have anything to play for you. So, well, I can play you something on the way out. What can I play you? Let me play you some CNN commercials. Or how about atheism? Atheism is unstoppable. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just play a video. Oh, God. I got a problem. I got to deal with it immediately. JB Beverly was on last week, Tuesday. He was great. He is the co-host of Beef Squad, and he was great. Dogs. Here's the middle of my conversation.
A miniature poodle.
Of atheism is unstoppable.
They can have sex and have
cut me some
offspring.
time.
Weird. They look completely different, but that's the same breed, and we made them ourselves from wolves. Now you put a Chinese girl beside a Ugandan. Wow, they ever look different? But they can still have sex, And he's leaning towards I think, or maybe he wasn't saying he thinks, but for the notion that something. Put us here, and they're like, yeah, okay, let's just close this up in their own little atmosphere, and we'll come back in a couple 100,000 years and see how they're doing.
Well, I mean, there's a lot to say there. For starters, I appreciate your appreciation of the majesty of the earth and the beauty of a sunset in Canada and whatnot. The church had a positive influence in my life growing up. I went to school at a religious kind of school. I mean, it was very mild religion, but I was part of the Boy Scouts. I'm an Eagle Scout. That's infused with religion. I also went to a Christian youth group, primarily to try to hook up with a girl I had a crush on, but they were the Methodists. They were nice. And they're very pleasant people and whatnot. But I find it interesting. You say, do you believe in a higher power? And it's an odd question to field as an atheist, because there's an implication that you're higher than what? And you're basically saying higher than us, humans. And it's like, yeah, everything is more powerful than us. Like, we are this tiny, we don't even have mastery over entropy, or, we're these mortal beings that are around for a sliver of time. Mm-hmm. We're on a spinning globe. We don't even know barely where we are. Mm-hmm. Now we're getting somewhat of a better sense of it, but of course, it's an unbelievable higher power. We're in the middle of it. We're surrounded by it. But whether it's intelligent or not, that's the question. Mm-hmm. When you say all these things have happened and everything's so perfect, it's the Earth and reality is far from perfect. I mean, for starter, the Andromeda galaxy is heading our way and it's going to collide into us and we're going to die. The sun's going to blow up. We got cancer, we got AIDS, we got corona, we got bacteria everywhere. It is a very amusing take that we are living in some sort of a perfect realm. There's chaos everywhere, and we have undulated our way to where we are today over millennia of time. And so when you talk about, there's a person in Africa that looks like this and a person in China that looks like that, we have an explanation for that. I mean, we understand evolution just like we understand it with dogs on a shorter time scale. So I think increasing our understanding of this stuff is a smart move. I don't think it necessarily has to take away from the awe and the majesty of reality. I don't think it's like, oh, party's over, we figured out what a solar eclipse is. It's still pretty awesome to behold.
All right, so you can find that Just search Jim Fannon Show. Atheism is unstoppable. And I forgot. I got so carried away with my Zoom call, with this fucking virtual camera. It took me most of my day to figure out. I never did get it figured out. Well, I got it figured out well enough to do a show and take a couple calls. That was all right. Thank you, Andrew. That was very cool. I just got a text message. Hashtag Claudia, I love you, first of all. Second of all, I guess I can say this because it's like she's anon. No one knows who she is. She told me she was watching Gavin right now. I told her I was live. She said she'd check me out, but she lies a lot. It's okay. They're not nefarious lies. They're just those kind of lies that, forget it. So she said she's watching Gavin right now. And I said, you're a fag. She says, I am. Queen of the fags. And then ends it with, I love penis. Okay, good. Yeah, we're on the same page. No, not. I expect you to like penis. Anyway, enough of me. I can't even switch back because we got NFL. Oh, it's the wrong channel. I can't play NFL, though, because then it really gets me shut down. There we go. All right, Atlanta Falcons at Carolina Panthers. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's 7-3 for the Panthers. The Falcons are down. They're playing in Carolina. This looks like it'll be a good show, a good game. Let's see. 4:44 left in the first quarter. 7-3 Panthers over the Falcons. And if you need me, you know where to catch me. So if I even do this, is that going to get me shut down? Yeah. Eagles next week. This is my second Sunday without Eagles football. They're on Sunday night. Yeah, I bet you that little flick there is enough to get me shut down. Yeah, what are you going to do? All right. Peace, love, rip off your mask, and go hug